53 years ago, New York City last celebrated an NBA championship. Decade after decade of heartbreak, bad trades, and first-round exits.
"53 years. To understand the gravity of Game 5 of the 2026 NBA Finals, you have to wind the clock all the way back to 1973. That was the last time the New York Knicks hoisted a championship banner. What followed were 5 decades of frustration. Generations of fans endured endless cycles of bad trades, highly publicized front office failures, and enough first-round playoff exits to build a persistent expectation of failure. By June 13, 2026, that grim history met its most immediate challenge. Leading the San Antonio Spurs 3-1, New York stood 48 minutes away from the ultimate prize. Every possession in Game 5 carried the cumulative pressure of those 53 seasons. To win, the roster had to finally break a cycle of organizational collapse that had outlived most of the players on the floor. The Spurs were not going quietly. The AT&T Center was deafening, fueled by the sheer physical obstacle of Victor Wembanyama and a desperate roster fighting to keep their season alive. This chart maps New York's early offensive efficiency. The line plunges in the opening minutes, hitting just 4 of 22 shots. The supporting cast drought was worse. Towns, Hart, and Bridges combined for 0 points. The entire bench was invisible. By the end of the first quarter, San Antonio held a 23-13 lead. Back in the 5 boroughs, millions of viewers watched a very familiar collapse taking shape. This was the exact kind of high-stakes freeze that had defined the Knicks franchise for half a century. An offensive flatline on the biggest stage made a total choke feel imminent. Amid that collective freeze, Jalen Brunson acted as the lone lifeline. While his teammates struggled to buy a basket, Brunson ground out 8 crucial first-quarter points on pure isolation plays. That individual effort kept the deficit to 5 at halftime, 42-37. Still, the statistical outlook was grim. 0 bench points and key starters hampered by foul trouble. Then came the locker room. Whatever Tom Thibodeau diagrammed or demanded during that 15-minute break triggered an immediate reversal in how the team moved the ball. The Knicks walked back onto the floor for the third quarter with a completely different energy. They stopped hesitating, locked in defensively, and pushed back against crowd noise. That shift translated immediately to the box score. New York transitioned from a stagnant 18% shooting disaster to a unit that outscored the Spurs by double digits in the second half. This chart puts Brunson's output into perspective. He finished with 45 points on 14 of 27 shooting, a new finals record. Isolating the final 12 minutes reveals a dramatic spike. He scored 15 points just as the Spurs pushed to force Game 6. On the other end of the floor, the Knicks clamped down. Their perimeter defenders suffocated De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle, forcing the 2 guards into a combined 4 for 25 shooting performance. Inside the paint, they managed to crowd Wembanyama enough to strip away his efficiency, holding him to just 7 made field goals on 19 attempts when it mattered most. Overcoming a 50-year drought required a specific dual identity, a record-setting offensive closer paired with a defense that physically drained the opponent in the final minutes. That physical toll culminated in the closing moments. 8.6 seconds remaining on the clock. New York clings to a 3-point lead. San Antonio inbound. The Spurs found rookie Dylan Harper, who drew a foul and went to the line with a chance to make it a 1-point game. He missed the first. He missed the second. OG Anunoby fought through traffic to secure the rebound and take the intentional foul, effectively icing the possession and the game. Even the final buzzer was pure anxiety. Brunson nearly lost the ball to a backcourt violation in the dying seconds, keeping the tension high until the absolute last millisecond. There was nothing elegant about how they closed it out. Erasing the 53-year wait proved to be a grueling, deeply chaotic test of survival, one they finally managed to pass. That frantic finish capped off a 15-1 playoff run, arriving right on the heels of the greatest halftime comeback in NBA history during Game 4. The final scoreboard read 94-90. Jalen Brunson, after his record-setting performance, was named the undisputed Finals MVP. Almost instantly, the streets of Manhattan flooded with fans. High above the skyline, the Empire State Building was already glowing blue and orange. The gravity of the moment pulled New York's biggest icons deep into Texas, with diehards like Spike Lee celebrating courtside inside a stunned AT&T Center. The victory ended the longest active title wait in major market history. For a city that hadn't seen a ticker tape parade for its basketball team since the Nixon administration, the wait was finally over.
If you want to see more content like this, make sure to follow for more.